Hi, my name is Carl Pearson, and I'm an attorney defending against foreclosures, and I sue banks for wrongful foreclosure and to obtain a loan modification agreement for homeowners. The name of this video is Costs to Sue Bank for Loan Modification. It's my video number 49. In this video, I'm going to explain to homeowners throughout the United States how to evaluate the costs and benefits of suing your bank to obtain a reasonable loan modification agreement. Now, there's a background and warning. First of all, the banks are engaged in a fraudulent, deceptive scheme pretending to be interested in giving loan modification agreements when in fact they give relatively few. The exception to this, as a percentage matter, is if a homeowner sues the bank or defends a foreclosure action brought by the bank. In such case, there is a comparatively high percentage of loan modification agreements, but warning, only if the homeowner lives in the mortgaged home and is able to afford making the monthly payments under the modified loan agreement. If these two conditions are met, it is a no-brainer for any homeowner to commence a lawsuit against his or her bank to force the bank to give a needed loan modification agreement. The only issue to be decided by the homeowner is how much it would cost in legal fees and what benefits can be expected in bringing suit against the bank. Here is a way that homeowners should make this cost-benefit analysis. It's a three-part analysis. 1, the value of what you are trying to save. Number 2, the costs of having an attorney prepare a sophisticated complaint against the bank and filing it in court and serving the bank with a summons and copy of the complaint. And 3, finding the money to pay the attorney. So first, you have to analyze the value of what you are trying to save by preventing the threatened foreclosure and sale. You do this by putting down a monetary value to you for each of the following items. 1, the present or anticipated equity in your home, that is, the market value of the property above what you owe on your mortgage or mortgages. 2, the costs of renting or buying an apartment or house, including down payment, legal fees, commissions, setup fees for utilities. 3, any higher cost of financing of a house or apartment to be purchased. 4, your costs of moving from your present home to your new home. 5, the value of property you will throw away or destroy during your move, which otherwise you would want to keep. 6, having your children remain in their present schools and not disrupting their schooling. 7, any increase in schooling costs or decrease in educational value for your children. 8, the value of remaining in your present neighborhood concerning friends and relatives. 9, the loss of friendships and associations with local store owners and businesses. 10, moving further away from elderly or sick parents or other relatives. 11, the loss of family memories associated with your house and neighborhood. 12, the value of your time to do everything required when facing foreclosure, obtaining a new home and moving under distressed conditions. 13, avoiding foreclosure, eviction, and credit ramifications. 14, avoiding deficiency judgment for perhaps 50% of your unpaid mortgage when including default interest and legal fees which are going to be charged for the bank's attorneys. 15, consider how a change of homes and neighborhood might impact adversely on your employment or business. And 16, higher prices you may pay for a period of time in a new neighborhood until you settle in. All of these items, when properly valued by you, could well amount to $100,000 to $300,000 or more. Make sure you analyze these items fairly and then add up the total. You'll be surprised at the cost. Secondly, in our analysis, you need to know the costs of getting an appropriate, sophisticated complaint against your bank prepared and filed by an experienced attorney. Here are the estimated costs to hire the attorney to bring the lawsuit to the point where the bank will start considering your application for a loan modification agreement in the context of your lawsuit. In other words, this is the estimated amount you would pay to be able to get to the point in the litigation 2 or 3 months into the lawsuit, where you can expect to know if the bank has the original note and whether the bank is willing to enter into a loan modification agreement with you. So, an experienced attorney to prepare the summons and complaint and have it filed in court, and the bank and perhaps other defendants served with a copy of the summons and complaint would be $4,000 approximately at the rate of $225 per hour. The filing fees paid to the court or county clerk would be approximately $300. The service of the summons and complaint on the various defendants would be $250 or so. And local counsel, somebody who is not necessarily experienced in suing banks, but is skilled in going into court, would be about $1,250. Now that's a total of $5,800. If there is a need to obtain a court order to stop a sale because the bank is unwilling to do so voluntarily, there could be an additional cost to prepare, file, and attend a hearing on an order to show cause for a temporary restraining order and preliminary injunction stopping the bank from selling your property, and I estimate that to be about $3,500. Third, in the analysis, here are some different ways you should consider to raise the money needed to commence a lawsuit against your bank. Here are the estimated costs. Number one, do what you did when you raised money to pay the mortgage. 2, how did you put together the money needed for the down payment on your house or car? 3, a tax refund. 4, do you have any inheritance that you could hawk? 5, any credit cards, yours, your friends, or relatives of yours that you could borrow on? Money in your PayPal account. 7, sell personal property you may own. 8, borrow from parents or from relatives. 9, dip into retirement funds. 10, borrow from friends. 11, save the needed funds over a 1 to 2 month period. 12, sell your car and use a rental car, which also could eliminate a monthly parking expense. 13, other expense cutbacks. 14, look to do added work to make extra income. 15, use eBay and Craigslist to liquidate items you would have to discard if you lost the home. 16, sell your books and videos. 17, sell your electronic equipment, cameras, iPods, computers, and other things. 18, go to your attic and find old paintings, furniture, heirlooms, old jewelry, etc. 19, current jewelry, golf clubs, for example. 20, safe deposit box contents. Look at them and see what you might sell or hawk. 21, forgotten investments, usually represented by a certificate of some sort. 22, old savings bonds. 23, accounts set up for your children. 24, expensive watches and rings. 25, rifles, guns, swords. 26, coin or stamp collection. 27, prepaid travel or insurance or other prepayment. 28, the cash surrender value of insurance enabling you to borrow such amount. 29, even policies that are not full life, the term will have some cash value. You should look into that. It's often forgotten. 29, items to take down to your local pawn shop. 30, delay making payments to other creditors. 31, bill and call people who owe money to you. 32, run ads in local newspapers to generate additional income for yourself. And finally, put in some overtime at work. Conclusion. Filing a lawsuit against your bank to force the bank to give you a reasonable loan modification agreement is a no-brainer if you live in the property and you can afford to pay the new monthly amount and that the loan modification agreement is a reasonable one. The bank probably is granting loan modification agreements to 80% or more of the qualified applicants once the applicant is in court against the bank. The only problem is getting the money to pay your attorney and the value to you in obtaining a loan modification agreement. You really have got to figure out how to get the money. Your analysis will show you that it is a no-brainer to bring suit. Go through this video again and get some ideas on how to raise the needed money. Don't lose your home needlessly. My name is Carl Pearson. I can represent you in your lawsuit against the bank in any state in the United States. by using local counsel in states other than New York. You can call me for a free consultation at 212-307-4444 or send an email to me at carlpers2@gmail.com. CARLPERS2, that's the number 2, at gmail.com. Once again, my telephone number is 212-307-4444. Thank you.